Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today what I got for you is my very first edition of Zenith uploads since the game just came out recently. And I was figuring that some people might be having some trouble with being able to use the BladeMaster's class to its full ability. So I'm going to just give you a rundown of the BladeMaster's skills and abilities and the standard use of the class itself. So first off, to start, your level gauge is right here, which I'm pretty sure that you all noticed. But your stamina bar is just below that, which it indicates your stamina for like climbing and flying and stuff like that. Also for blocking, since you're a Blade Master. And your dash indicator is right here. The dots, the two dots, indicate dashes, so I can dash twice right now. And whenever I use my dashes, the full square will recharge, letting you know when your next dash will be available. So, to go ahead and start off, I'll show you the basic usage of the Blade Master, which we'll start with blocking. Blocking is simple. You simply hold the triggers on both hands and look for the red glow on your swords. You can block with one hand, or one sword, or both swords. But just remember to pay attention to your stamina, as blocking drains your stamina. And once you see that white flash, that is an indicator that your stamina has been broken. Now notice that when you pull out your blades, they sparkle, and usually twice, like you just noticed. That is an indicator to let you know that your blades are at maximum damage. Now, you do have a charge counter for your abilities, the horizontal power strike, the vertical power strike, and the foe seeker throw ability. It's a countdown for it. So I would believe that when you use the foe seeker ability, if you notice how my blades just sparkled again, no? I guess it doesn't indicate a charge down. Well, that was just something I thought that was an indicator that your foe seeker was available. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and start with the basic Blade Master dash, which every dash is technically an ability. If you go over here into your Godstone menu, which by the way, Godstones are basically your skills, you get a dash for each class, which is pressing the B button or the upper button on either hand, and you can dash in that direction. First in the fray is the ability on my dash. Dash in the direction you're currently moving. It has two charges, the two dots, and gain 1 stamina for each enemy you hit at 6 meters radius. A max of 3 stamina recovery, which I still have no idea how to exactly use that, because it doesn't seem to damage the enemy when you use it, and it's pretty hard to damage the enemy when you use it while you're using it. So no idea about that bonus on the ability, but it's through and through, it's a dash. So we'll go ahead and show you how to use your dash. Using your dash uses 1 charge, which, if I remember, the dash ability was first in the fray. So basically using first in the fray uses 1 charge, which is indicated by the recharge here in that diamond right there. What is this guy doing? But whenever you use your dash, your recharge is also indicated in that diamond also. Oh! Oh, I failed to do it. Just a second. There we go. Alright, next up, we're going to move along to the downwards cadence, which is activated with every 3 downward strikes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clear that up. It does not require you to strike downwards 3 times. You actually, it's a combo, a 3-hit combo. So you can both hit side to side and up and down, as long as the 3rd hit in the combo is downwards or upwards, you know, just vertical. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that for you right now. Alright, we're going to do the vertical cadence, which is just 3 strikes and then the third one has to be a downward strike. These guys come from pretty hard. 1, 2, 3. See the red stripe when I did the third hit downwards? Now you don't have to do 3 downward strikes. Oh, I slashed twice. I activated the horizontal cadence. You don't have to do 3 downward strikes. You can do side to side and just end off on the downward strike, and it's the same effect. See, we'll try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. And that's how you do the vertical cadence. Moving on to the next skill, which is the horizontal cadence, which is the exact same thing as the downwards cadence, only it's done horizontal. So you can do an up and a down strike, a left and a right, it doesn't matter the first 2 hits. The third hit, though, has to be side to side, or it will not work. It will usually do the bonk instead. So it has to be horizontal for you to be able to do the horizontal cadence. And I will demonstrate that for you right now. Horizontal cadence is the same way, just ending off on the third strike, being side to side. 1, 2, 3. Now notice when you make a strike, your weapon stops glowing and has to glow again. Make sure you pay attention to that because your full damage is only activated while your weapon is glowing. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next is the downwards power strike, which is activated by doing a downwards attack while holding trigger, which is the block button for the BladeMaster. So hold block and swing up and down vertically, and you activate the Soul Shatter ability, which gives you, it costs 20 rage, which is your mana, and slam downwards to deal 175% AP, which is attack points, basically damage, with 100% increased stagger. So almost a guarantee that you're going to stagger the opponent, make them unable to attack after you hit them with this. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys right now. Now for the downwards, the vertical power strike, you hold the trigger like you're going to block, and then you swing downwards. Did you hear that noise and see that effect? That was Eruption. And it also still counts as a part of your combo for your cadences. If you notice, I activated the horizontal cadence with the first strike being the power strike. And again, the trigger, downwards. One last time, hold the trigger, downwards for the vertical power strike. Notice it's used up my mana, so I can no longer do it right now. The indicators have went dark. These numbers are how you can tell how much mana it costs. Technically for a BladeMaster, we don't have mana. This is your rage bar. So 30 rage used on your horizontal power attack and 20 rage used on your vertical power attack. Moving on, we got the horizontal power strike, which is the exact same thing like the cadences as the downwards. You just hold block and you swing side to side. And this one does an area attack, just like the horizontal cadence, if you didn't notice. Deals 100% AP to all targets in a cone in front of you, so you can hit multiple enemies with this attack. The side to side, the horizontal power strike, is the exact same way. Cleave into all enemies within an 8-meter arc, so it's bigger, and inflict 150% extra damage instantly, and 50% damage every 2 seconds for the next 6 seconds, I'm sorry. So that's 50% of your regular damage every 2 seconds 3 times, which is 6 seconds. So slows enemies' movement speed by 40% for the duration, so it also slows them down at the end. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate this for you guys now. Now the vertical power attack is the same as the horizontal power attack is the same as the vertical. It's just done side to side. Oop, it didn't activate. There we go. Let's wait for my rage to recharge. Hold block and sweep side to side. One last time. Hold block and sweep side to side. And that's how you, oh, I got another Godstone. And that's how you use the horizontal power strike. So, getting back into the next in the list, the ultimate, I am not a high enough level, which is level 22, to have that unlocked. So, I will just, let's just read the description on it, which is dual down strike charged attacks. Basically, doing the downwards power strike, but with both hands at the same time. And it will cause you to activate your ultimate once you've unlocked it. Moving on to the next one we can do, we have the Foe Seeker ability, which is just performed by taking both of your swords and throwing them at the enemy. You don't have to do both at the same time. You just have to throw one of your swords and it activates the ability for it, which you infuse your blade with lightning, and hitting an enemy or a surface makes the lightning come out of your sword and does an area effect. It hits up to 2 enemies at a time, and each hit does 80% of your overall damage and a bonus 80% in threat, which I have no idea what that means. And it continues to bleed them for 20% of your damage and 40% threat for every 3 seconds for 12 seconds, which if you calculate that up, that's 4 times. Every 3 seconds for 12 is 4 times by the time you get to 12 seconds. So it makes them take 20% extra, 20% of your damage and 40% threat 4 times over 12 seconds. And I'll demonstrate that for you now. Moving on to the next ability that I can use, which is the throwing blade attack, Foe Seeker. You throw a blade, and where it lands, it creates an electrical aura, especially if it lands on an enemy. And you can again see the recharge for it right here down on your indicators. So you can use it multiple times. See, it wasn't charged yet, so it didn't allow me to use it. But it does overall damage over time, and he died from the constant damage effect. Show this to you one more time. And it can hit up to 2 enemies. See how they're both electrified? And that's how you do the Foe Seeker, or how you use it effectively. Moving on to the final ability that I can demonstrate for you guys, the Master Strike is essentially doing either the downwards or the horizontal strike, but holding the trigger even after you made the move. And it will charge up the Master Strike move, which is Rupture at the moment. And it's follow up with a powerful blow that incapacitates opponents. Deals single target 150% damage /damage and slows the enemy's attack and movement by 30% for 4 seconds. So it does 150% more damage than you normally do, and it slows them down by 30% on their attacks and their movement for 4 seconds straight. And I will go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys now. Now it's time for the Master Strike, Eruption, which is doing a power strike and then holding the trigger to accomplish the next strike. So we'll hold block, do the... Oh! I did the power strike, although he blocked it. But here's the indicator for Eruption, is the glowing blade. My apologies for keep calling the downward strike Rupture. It's Soul Shatter. If you do Soul Shatter or the other move that's a horizontal power strike, Hold the block. Hit him with it. Keep holding the block after you've hit him with it to charge up Rupture for your Master Strike. And that's how you accomplish that. One last time. This time I'm going to use the horizontal power strike. You swing from the side. Oh, it didn't activate. Swing from the side while holding block. See, I activated my horizontal attack. Hold the trigger even after you've made the attack. Rupture. And that's how you accomplish using your master attacks. Getting down to the other category, I am not sure how these are activated or when you activate it, because it doesn't have a level requirement or anything. It's just other. It doesn't even have a description on it. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up with the Master Strike. And just ending off on a note, if you guys do enjoy these videos that I make for you, which I hope you do, please leave a like and subscribe down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.